Hey, how you doing? I'm Lenny the Woodworker, and if you've been following me, I'm building or doing a series of videos on how to build a strip canoe. Watching my last video, I realized I should add things. Maybe I missed a few things out, so I'm throwing this quick video in there also. A couple of things. When I told you about the front stem, how we had the 3/4, and then we add the quarters, 1.25 inches. And then I told you we made it 1.5 inches. That's because it's going to cap over, and we want room to plane it down for any mistakes. The next thing, material. What are you going to build this thing out of? Traditionally, it's cedar. I have some cedar strips here, but I'm building this one out of pine. I like pine. I like the lighter color. You can pretty much build it out of any kind of wood you want. Cedar's traditional. It's lighter, easier to work with. Pine's a little bit heavier, but still pretty easy to work with. And then you can't really use your hardwoods and stuff. I mean, it's harder to work with. It's heavy, so traditionally it's cedar, but like I said, I like the pine. And the next thing I thought, you know what, I might as well show you how I actually strip it, how we get to this point, because I just basically told you to do it, and I think I described more of the inner stem. So what I do is I dry fit it first. Remember, I like to use the screws. Staples, when you do the staples, you can't really dry fit it. You have to put the glue in and then just get ready to staple it. And how they staple is they'll staple it to this, staple it here, and then in the center in between, they can push it in there and bridge it. But I do the screw method, and I think you'll like it. And if there's any professionals watching too, try this method. Like I said, I haven't seen it anywhere. In any books or videos that I've seen. It's something that I did because I like the look, and I think it's a great way to build it. So here's quickly what I do is I dry fit it, because you want to make sure it's fit nice and snug in there like I just did there. I pre-drill with an 1/8 inch is what I use, so it's uniform, and then I run my screw in. I have them already set with the washer. I don't like the washer too big. It's just, I want to ease it up a little bit. Ease up the dents or anything. So I pre-fit it, I check everything, make sure it's fine. Then I take it out, take all the screws out, and I set it up on top, but leaving the screws in, just enough to get it off. Then I run my glue down the bead. I do recommend this, I don't want to say the brand, but get a glue that has a little tip to it. This way you can just glide right down there and get the glue in there. And don't forget the glue on the ends, because even though this frame is done, this is going to pop off, those inner stems stay with it obviously, so you're going to glue the strip to the beveled end. So glue, and then I put the screws back, and what's nice about pre-doing it is they'll go right in the same hole, so you're not fiddling with it. I use an exterior wood glue. It has a longer open time to work with, as opposed to like Titebond 1 or something. This Titebond 3 is what I use, and it's waterproof, things like that. Then the two methods that I want to make this tight. This isn't gonna look perfect. It's not gonna look like a piece of furniture right away. We're gonna have to fair the edge of this and sand it, but you want to get as nice as possible. So you also want to fit these nice. The two ways I do that, again, for my back pocket. Little piece of the 1/4 inch dowel. I like these the best. I haven't seen anybody use these on a canoe, but I mean they're so versatile. You can move them any which way you want to allow for the curve. And let me do this quick. You don't want to see me clamping. And then you tighten that, and it'll tighten it down. The next method is, where should I do that? Right here looks good. Right here. That looks good. 1/4 inch dowel, little piece of tape, that's a bit much, and then you could take it and you could pull it tight over that dowel. There's nothing to really do that, and then I pull that tight, and so that doesn't peel up. I like these quick ones are tight. I could do it, and it basically all this does is hold the tape and hold it down, and I squeeze that tight, and I go in between each one. Let it dry. Glue, and there's not a lot of stress when you get up to, like, say, this point. When we get to there's a lot more stress. You want it to dry longer, but these you can run every 1.5 hours. You do one side, the other, and just work your way up. It takes a lot of time though. Hopefully I cleared up a few things, threw this extra video in here to show you how to do this, and I'll see you on the next video when we get up here and start weaving things together and stuff. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, because we're rolling now. I mean, we're building a canoe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.